led to a deadly encounter inside a 7-Eleven over the summer. Tonight, the DA says no one will be charged in this woman's death. CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Now, Mike, you first told us about this over the summer, and now you've got the follow-up.
Yeah, and Pat, I can tell you tonight, the family of Jessica McLaughlin is very upset about the DA's decision not to file charges against the person they believe is responsible for their daughter's death. Now, I want to show you the photos here of Jessica. We told you this all stemmed from a fight that happened inside of a 7-Eleven back over the summer in June. Jessica, as well as the other person involved in this, all worked at the 7-Eleven. The other woman involved was Jessica's boss at that 7-Eleven store. The history, the DA's office says the two had a history of altercations and say one day a verbal altercation, an argument, turned into a physical fight. Now, the DA's office ultimately classified this as a mutual combatant type situation, saying all people involved, including a third person that jumped in to defend Jessica, were using the same amount of force and that none of that force was deadly or was excessive to the situation at hand. They say because of that, and even though the death was ruled as a homicide by the DA's office, by the medical examiner's office, they're declining to file charges. That's Jessica's father there. He released a statement to us. I want to read you part of it. It was it says, quote, "Our family has suffered an unimaginable loss, and this outcome has left us feeling abandoned by the system that was supposed to protect her. We remain committed to seeking accountability and honoring Jessica's memory in every way we can." Pat, tonight, the DA's office in their charging worksheet that I have reviewed says that the other person involved in this came forward, gave a statement, and claimed self-defense. They say they cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this was an unlawful homicide. Remember, they say that there are two types of homicides, both lawful and unlawful. A self-defense homicide could be considered a lawful homicide, and it sounds like in this case the DA agrees. By the way, the DA's office points out Jessica had a history of severe asthma, which they believe contributed to her death.
Oh, thank you so much for that follow-up, Mike. Yep.